Why am I doing a live stream right now? Well, I was in a rare moment of noticing that every single person in my settlement was where they're supposed to be. Sheffield's in his junk store. I've got my new drink lady. I've got my bar lady. Curie's here. Her medical people are there. The clothes store worker is there. This barkeep is there. This barkeep is there. This armor lady is there. My new drinky guy that's in the house is here. Let's see if I can make the run before the last person moves away from their jobs. So this drinky person is actually at this drinky station, and then this bartender's at the bartender station. So it's an absolute bizarre moment to where every single person is actually where they're supposed to be. The guards are almost always where they're supposed to be. That's not a big deal. But the various people that work the stations are never always at their places. You did see some people wandering around, and that's our 5 workers, 5 farm workers. So I have 5 settlers dedicated to farming. So they move around. This is one of the guards, actually. He's assigned to this guard station right behind him. But I thought it was pretty cool that for once everybody was actually in their spot, which I thought was amazing. Even the barber is up in his barber shop, and the weapons dealer's in her place. Looks like we've got some caravan is here. Who do we got here today? Looks like Cricket and Doc Weathers are here today. Such a popular place. I did want to show off one little thing. Is I revamped my very first cottage into a half restroom place. So they can get a drink of water, they can wash their hands, they can wash their hands on this side. And there's presumably a functioning toilet. I mean, it never really gets able to operate. There's no prompts, you can't do anything with it. But I put signs in for it, and since somebody lives here, they put warning signs up to keep people from coming into their private room. Now, while there's a glass viewports here available, based on the height of these walls, it's not like people can peek in while somebody's using the restroom. Not that I've seen anybody use the restroom. And people started wandering from their stations. So that one moment to where everybody was in their spot did not last long. But it is bedtime, so they're probably going to their evening haunts. I did want to mention, and you saw it briefly in here, that I finished what I was doing for as a kitchen. I got one of the rare coffee tins here, and I brought one of the nice toasters from Cabot House here. I built a Nuka-Cola mixer station here that works, by the way. You can make rad-free Nuka drinks. You add Nuka-Cola to dirty water, and you get a drink that has no rads in it. I don't know how it works. I accept. And then I added a third drinking machine. Why? Because, well, it's the kitchen. There is one other thing I added, and that is, if you didn't see it at night, I put these lights along with the route. They were here before, but they kind of, once again, demarcate the best pathway to and from the entrance area to where the general quarters are for the people. And there's one last thing that I did add here, is I finally built my pool table. So I have all 15 playing balls here, from the 1 ball all the way to the 15 ball. Again, I stole all these from Cabot House. I might bring some more cue sticks later. I have 2 cue balls, so I might need to bring some more pool cues. But this is good enough for now. Look at that. Got somebody doing gymnastics. This looks like that's one of my farmers. Good for her. Might look at my wiring here. This power line here gives me my water, and look how svelte this line is. That's right, the power goes straight down through the floor. It looks like it's part of the wood. Was there one more thing I wanted to say? Oh yeah, I learned something new. So for funsies, I put into Curie's office the terminal. Now this terminal, in a normal settlement, does all of these functions that are here right here. These are all of the normal things that this terminal would normally do. Now, the odd thing is, before I added this terminal, all of these functions were in my main terminal at the power room. So let me get out of here, and I'll go to that main terminal in my power room. And an interesting thing occurs is that if you add another terminal, then what happens is it takes all of the terminal functions away from the population terminal. So now the population terminal only does vocational stuff. So if you don't have a regular terminal in your settlement and you only have the population one, it does all functions. But if you add an extra terminal, well, then they will split up the duties that each terminal is designed for, whereas this terminal will take care of population duties, but the little terminal will never do population duties. So that's an interesting little quirk that I discovered. So was there any other lasting thing? Man, I don't know. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover in this settlement. My last one was the last video here, but I came back mostly because everybody was at their duty station, and you saw how quickly they dispersed. So I guess I really don't have much else to do. It's interesting, I almost never see people come up here. You might have noticed that these guys have Pip-Boys. I got Pip-Boys from Volt 88 and I've been distributing them to my various settlements when I remember. You might remember from the last video the person that was dressed in this outfit when he died. I checked his Pip-Boy and it says there's nothing to download. It's an interesting quirk. Geez, I guess I have no reason to keep going on here. Huh, somebody's using the weight bench. So we'll see whether or not this settlement ever actually makes it to 100% happiness. It's at 87. I mean, I've got a workout bench, I've got a pommel horse, I've got 3 drinking machines, I've got a pool table, which I don't think actually adds to anything, it's just decoration. But I also have a barber, a surgeon, a faux raptor machine, and I have 4 bars. Is it 4 bars? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 4 bars. So, I mean, there's no reason for the happiness of this town not to be higher. We've got caravans coming in. Well, we'll see if it ever hits 100. All right. Thank you. Bye.